Oh, hey there. So I'm gonna review a zine, but I got a zine in the mail. I got Christmas in the Mainframe, a cyberpunk zine for the holidays. This is from Mackenzie, who does, I can't remember the name of her other zine, but this looks awesome. I just got it. I mean, you know, she did this, and she sent me a coaster. She made this because she knits, so it's awesome. And she sent a quick letter. What's up, Artie? Wanted to send my Xmas zine and a Granny Square coaster for the cozy season your way. Hope all is well, Mackenzie. So I'm gonna have to write her a letter, send her a zine. Thanks. It's what doing zines is all about. So I'm gonna review Regressus Diaboli zine number 3. This was just. It took me a week to read this. I didn't read it every day, but I read it a lot. And like, look at that text, man. So this is from Germany, done by Pito Mutilador. And in this issue, he interviews Holocausto, Goat Synagogue, Pheretrum, Blasphemous Sex Fago, Witchcraft from Finland, Witchcraft Mag, Terrazine, Jutentus, Ilapa, Life Eternal Productions, Hidden Dagger, Utuk Zul, Entumia, Earth Crust, Displacement, Death Altar, and bios, some short stories, reviews, and live reports. So this is really, man, this is 85 pages. And I got this in a tape trade. I can't remember who it was. I need to just like find their demo, and because this is a pretty good demo, and they just sent this. So yeah, I read all of this. The interview with Holocausto was pretty good. A lot of the bands, some of them are just like one guy or two guys. I think Blasphemous Sex Fago already broke up, and that was just two guys. Who is it? He interviews Freighter Malignant, aka Freighter Asher, who is in like this band called Bearish, Death Altar, Mystical Fire. The only thing, like, this is all over the course of like 30 years. Like his band Bearish put out a demo like in '93. Then they changed their name to Death Altar, who did like another. They really didn't do much, and it kind of says how great they are and how legendary. And I don't know if you can call a band like a guy that does a demo every 10 years like a legend. But there is an interview with the zine interviews are the best. Like he interviews Witchcraft zine. Just reading his answers about doing a zine made me want to work on mine. He interviews a guy from Terrazine. And man, we're lucky we live in America. The guy from Terrazine, he lives in Bulgaria, and he's just sucks. It sucks living in this country. But if you leave, you're nothing. Like anywhere you go, you're nothing. You're gonna be nothing there. He's the only reason to stay here is like his friends and family and getting drunk and hanging out. And I was so count my lucky stars. I'm here in the great state of Texas. He does the interview with Witchcraft, the band from Finland, is really good. And I've read an interview with them before, and they're a really weird band in a way because they only correspond through snail mail. They have no internet presence, except some people have uploaded some of their music to YouTube. I don't think it was them. And I'm gonna write them. I'm gonna send them a zine, see if I can do a trade with them. A lot of ads, but oh yeah, it took Pito Middledor 5 years to do this, and I believe it. There's just so much stuff in here. Another band, like at first I was gonna say, like of all these bands, there are no bands that I'm really, because you know you can listen to them on YouTube or Bandcamp. Like I listened to Earth Crust Displacement, but just like with that Posthuman zine, like I mean, you hear like a couple of crust bands, you've heard them all, really. But some of the bands that I am interested in, one band I've heard before, Pheretrum. The interview is really good with them if I could find it, because they just say how, like, you know, we had no idea how to play music, about the underground, we just did it and they've learned. So that interview is really good. Small print, man. And they're on Bandcamp. Most of their music is free. So definitely check out Pheretrum. And then there's a Blood Rites, 2 words. He doesn't interview them. I thought he was going to be an interview, but it's just like a bio. And they play some pretty wicked, like, black thrash, death. Really old sound. But Blood Rites, Pheretrum, and Witchcraft. I guess there's a Witchcraft interview. Yeah, just a small print. And Witchcraft isn't even that long of an interview compared to some of the others. Well, yeah, they do a zine. They talk about just, yeah, they only contact through snail mail. They just make demos and rehearsal tapes and make a handful of those. Do everything, you know, record the tapes themselves. So I was like, how long have they been doing that? And they're still doing it. I really like their logo, too. But you can sample Witchcraft on YouTube. But I'm going to write them a letter tonight and send them the zine and see how long it takes. It shouldn't take too long to get to Finland. I sent a zine to the Philippines and it took like a week. Yeah, the interview with Terrazine is really good. One band, Utuk Zul, I think they're called. It's really bad. Like, they did not really want to answer the questions, it seems. Like, his questions are longer than the answers. Like, let's see. I liked Whispers of Yesod a lot. It has a dark and obscure atmosphere. Did you record Whispers at Silentium Studios as well? Once again, you delivered a brutal and uncompromising album. How long was the writing process, and was your aim for this? And what was your aim for this overall album? Overall, the lyrical theme is also very complex. Tell me about the ideas of splitting the album into 2 different chapters. I am curious about the use of Lungnashad. I only know this word in context with ancient Celtic mythology. The album is divided into 2 parts of the satanic commands and the ritual part. Lungnashad is taking a precedent of ancient beliefs in Mother Earth as a giver of everything necessary. You know, it doesn't make sense. I mean, he doesn't elaborate. Yes, that one. And then he interviews this band Entumia. Oh, he didn't listen. Entumia. The interview was just nonsense, really. Just talking about like boner pills and just, I didn't think it was that good. And that one, I was just, let me just read this and get through this garbage. So just, yeah, just this guy, Pito, he just throws everything into the mix. Some cool ads. He even puts an ad from my friend Stan's record label. And another guy, write to. Let me see if I can find it. Gravesite Productions, run by Donald Hasty. I was like, man, how did he find that and put it in his German zine? So, Regressus Diaboli. Actually, most of the time, I had a good time reading it. I didn't feel like... I gotta admit that, Jesus, that other zine that I reviewed, can't remember the name of it. At times, I was like, it felt like homework. Most of the time, this one was good until the end, until the last few interviews. Like I was just finish this, and when I got to page 80, I was like, okay, I'm done. I can just breeze through this. But like I said, Witchcraft, Pheretrum, Blood Rites, Witchcraft Zine, Terrazine. It's weird because I think I reviewed Terrazine a couple of weeks back. So I'm going to send this to someone too. Hopefully I'll try to send it out tomorrow. Maybe you'll get it. But yeah, this is just crazy, man. There's all these zines are from overseas. It's like no one does this here in America. At least not like a metal zine like this that I discovered. Not anymore. So I'll put his address, his email address, and you can email him. I'm gonna email Pito, tell him I reviewed his giant ass zine, and soon I'll review. I got other zines, but this one's coming up. So I'll see you later.